Hi everyone. As we know that UPSC Mains is around the corner and it's very difficult to find revision lectures for philosophy optional. And so I thought I would just save some time for you guys. So today we'll begin with Plato, Western philosophy. What are the key aspects you must know about Plato? First thing is uh, why he rejects perception as a source of knowledge. You know that his epistemology talks about the reminiscent theory or the recollection theory. That means we already have the knowledge within us. We just cannot see it because of ignorance, as all the philosophers say. So his epistemology is related to the reminiscent theory, and he establishes his philosophy beginning from refutation of perception as a source of knowledge. Then, as he moves from his epistemology to the metaphysics, he brings the theory of ideas. So from here, we get the source of your rationalism. Since the innate ideas are already present within us, which shows that we can only know things as they are from reason. So that is his metaphysics, the theory of forms, the theory of ideas, whatever. Now, the major step he has to do is he has to reconcile both the metaphysics and the epistemology. He has to establish a relation between them. And how does he do it? He gives three theories for that. That the first is copy theory, the second, the perception theory, and the third, the expression theory. We'll see later how Aristotle has to criticize all these theories. But for now, the relation is established. Now, if we move on to some grounds of the theory of ideas, actually, he establishes the dualistic world here. He, he gives us the empirical world and the transcendental world. So, everything that exists around us has its origin in the transcendental world, and what we see is just a copy of them and a very bad copy of them. Next, he gives the allegory of caves. So, in this, he talks about his entire philosophy using this allegory, and this is frequently asked in UPSC. Next, we come to Plato's problems, which he leaves for Aristotle to solve later. So, first, he talks about the problem of the two worlds. There is no connection. He is not able to relate the two worlds, the epistemological world and the transcendental world, properly. Second, refutation of perception. Now, if sense perception is completely refuted, the knowledge around is very difficult to get. And there is a third problem, that is the locus of ideas, the locus of the forms is not clear. Next, we'll move on to distinction between opinion and knowledge. So, according to Plato, sense experiences give us opinion only because those are subjective. Those are based on subjective judgments. So, those are not true knowledge, and they are just given from the sense experiences. So, he has refuted sense experience, but it gives us the opinion. And the other side is reason gives us the knowledge. As we reason and recollect the old memories, it gives us knowledge. This has been explained by the theory of divided line. So he divides the line and talks about the aspects of knowledge and the aspects of opinion. Finally, we come to his theory of liberation. How does human being actually liberate? So he has given this idea of good, that is the highest form. So one has to ascend from the lower to the higher form. That is the theory. But how is he going to do that? For that, we have to use the reason. And he has talked about this Platonian or Platonic love, which we all know. So he has talked about the love for knowledge. So as we have this love for knowledge, so using this reason, the becoming becomes the being. So from becoming to the being. Being means to be realized. And Plato says that to know a thing means to be that thing. If you know something means you have to be that thing because everything is based on the theory of ideas. So if you are not realized, you cannot know the thing as it is. That is his ground for liberation. So you have to have that yearning for knowledge, so you will get the reason and you will ascend from the lower to the higher form. So that's it. We'll be solving the problems of Plato in Aristotle